Mark Daniels had once been a well-respected car engineer, a brilliant mind who had contributed to the engineering of luxury vehicles for some of the world's most prestigious automotive brands. He had designed cars that pushed the boundaries of engineering, delivering cutting-edge technology and performance that were the envy of the industry. But that was all in the past. Mark's life had crumbled. He had lost everything: his job, his home, his family. And now he found himself wandering the streets of Los Angeles, a shadow of the man he used to be. Every day was a struggle for survival, and as the weeks turned into months, Mark became a part of the city's invisible population, homeless, overlooked, forgotten. His clothes were ragged, his once pristine hands calloused and rough from years of working on engines, now reduced to begging for spare change. His passion for cars, his love for engineering, had been replaced by a dull sense of survival. The dream of working on powerful, high-performance machines seemed like a distant memory, like a life that had belonged to someone else. It was a cold, grey morning when everything changed. Mark was sitting against the cracked wall of an old building, staring blankly at the sidewalk. His stomach growled with hunger, but there was little hope of anything good happening today. The city buzzed around him, people rushing by, ignoring him as they always did. To them, he was invisible. To himself, he was a failure. Then, something unusual happened. A sleek black Tesla Model S rolled up to the curb in front of him. Mark barely glanced up. He had seen plenty of luxury cars pass by, but none that caught his attention. This car, however, had an aura about it. It seemed different. The car stopped, and the door opened. Mark's tired eyes squinted against the sun as he looked up, unsure of what was happening. And then, standing before him, was none other than Elon Musk, the visionary entrepreneur and founder of Tesla. Mark couldn't believe his eyes. Elon stood tall, a slight smile on his face as he looked down at Mark. "Hey, you used to work on cars, right?" Elon asked, his tone casual, as if it was an ordinary conversation. Mark, still in shock, barely managed to stutter, Yeah, I used to, a long time ago." His mind raced. Was this real, or was he dreaming? Elon's expression softened, and he took a step closer. "Well, I could use someone like you. There's a prototype at the Tesla garage just down the street. We've been having some issues with the design, and I think you're the person who can solve them." Mark blinked, trying to process the words. This was Elon Musk, one of the wealthiest men in the world, standing in front of him, offering him a chance to work on a Tesla prototype. It seemed too good to be true, but Elon didn't look like he was joking. Without waiting for a response, Elon handed Mark a key to the garage. "Come by tomorrow. I'll leave the door open for you. Take a look at the prototype and see what you can do." Mark could hardly believe it. A second chance. The hopelessness he had felt just moments before began to fade. A real opportunity. He had nothing to lose. The next day, Mark made his way to the Tesla garage. His heart raced in his chest. What was he walking into? Was Elon really serious? It could be a prank, or it could be his one shot at redemption. When he arrived, the door was indeed open, just as Elon had promised. Inside the sleek, modern building, Mark was greeted by a team of Tesla engineers. They looked at him not with judgment, but with expectation, as though they knew what he was capable of. They led him to the prototype, a futuristic-looking car with sleek lines and advanced technology. But there was something off about it. Mark's eyes immediately went to the engine. It wasn't running at its full potential. There were issues with the body design, and the software wasn't as efficient as it could be. He could feel the old spark of passion reigniting within him. This was what he had been born to do. This was his world. For hours, Mark worked tirelessly. He adjusted the engine, fine-tuned the bodywork, and recalibrated the software. His hands moved with precision, as if they remembered the years of experience he had. Time seemed to fly by. Every move felt familiar, every adjustment was instinctive. It was like he had never left the world of engineering. The work felt natural, almost therapeutic. As the day wore on, the prototype began to take shape. The engine hummed smoothly, the design started to align perfectly, and the car began to run like a dream. Mark stepped back, wiping the sweat from his brow, but there was a feeling of satisfaction that he hadn't experienced in years. When Elon returned, Mark was putting the finishing touches on the car. He stood back as Elon's eyes scanned the prototype, a flicker of recognition and approval in his gaze. Elon smiled. "You did it," Elon said. His voice was full of genuine admiration. "This car is running better than we ever imagined. This is exactly what we needed." Mark felt a rush of pride wash over him. This was it. After all the years of being overlooked, dismissed, and ignored, he had done it. He had solved the problem. He had proven to himself and the world that he was still the engineer he once was. But then, Elon did something that completely took Mark by surprise. He reached into his jacket pocket and pulled out an envelope. Without saying a word, he handed it to Mark. The envelope was plain, unassuming, but it felt heavy in Mark's hands. His mind raced as he slowly opened it. Inside the envelope was an official Tesla offer letter. Mark's breath caught in his throat. "I'm offering you a position at Tesla," Elon said. His voice was calm and steady, but there was a glint in his eyes that conveyed sincerity. "You've got the skills we need. You earned this. I want you to come work with us." Mark stared at the letter in disbelief. This was the opportunity he had been waiting for. The chance to prove himself again. The chance to rebuild his life, his career. No longer was he just a homeless man on the streets. He was someone valuable, someone with the potential to make a real difference. I don't know what to say," Mark stammered, his voice barely a whisper. Elon smiled warmly. "You don't have to say anything. Just show up tomorrow. We'll take care of the rest." Next morning, Mark walked through the doors of Tesla, a new man. For the first time in a long while, he felt a sense of purpose. His life had been a series of setbacks, of pain and loss, but now it had a new direction. He had been given a second chance, a rare gift that few ever get. Mark's first day at Tesla was everything he had dreamed of and more. As he sat at his desk, surrounded by the brightest minds in the industry, he felt a sense of pride he hadn't experienced in years. This wasn't just a job. It was a chance to shape the future of the automotive world, to contribute to something bigger than himself. In the weeks that followed, Mark's impact at Tesla was undeniable. He worked on several projects, helping to fine-tune and improve designs, and soon became one of the most valuable engineers on the team. His old passion for cars, for engineering, had been reignited. And it wasn't just about the cars anymore. It was about proving to himself that he could rise from the ashes and become something great again. Mark Daniels' story is a powerful reminder that no matter how far down you fall, there is always the possibility of rising back up. It's proof that opportunities can come when you least expect them, and sometimes the greatest breakthroughs happen when you're on the edge of despair. If you were inspired by Mark's journey, please like this video, share it with someone who needs a reminder of hope, and leave a comment below telling us how you keep pushing forward in your own life. Don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories of resilience, transformation, and success.